Hello, broadcasters. Welcome to episode number 102 of the StreamYard Live Town Hall. My name is Gage, and I'm here with Dan, of course. Dan, how are you doing?
Doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. We have some features to announce tonight, which is always fun. And for those of you who probably noticed, we have a new background tonight. Thanks. I think it was Julie that made that. Thanks, Julie. And for anyone new here, Dan and I are the founders of StreamYard, and we do these town halls every single Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we do it for a few reasons. One is to stay in tune with you guys and go through the same motion and flow that you guys do with your own broadcasts. Next is to answer your questions. So if there's anything you'd like us to cover or chat about, feel free to leave it in the comments, and we'll try our best to get to it. And we always make sure to mention our three pillars, which are ease of use, stability, and professional stream. So if you're about those three things, StreamYard is the tool for you. See who we have in the chat tonight. There's lots of you hanging out with us. Hope you guys are enjoying the holidays. I know we're getting close, so appreciate you guys making the time for the town hall. Hey, Kate, nice to see you here. This seems like a new face. Before I forget, we have our regular announcements. So there's StreamYard Connect with Ross Brand, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern. It's a great show where he chats about the latest things going on in the live streaming world. And we also have the StreamYard Spotlight with Kelsey and Dana at 8 p.m. Eastern, which is a show about StreamYard users, about you guys. So they highlight the awesome ways that people are using the tool for their own broadcast. So if you'd like to be featured on there, be sure to reach out to them. And we also have a new show also from Daniel, who does Tech Talks at 11 a.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. So be sure to check that out. What do you think, Dan? Should we go ahead and make our feature? There's a couple. There's one big one and one smaller one. Should we go ahead and make it?
Cool. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I know this one's been asked about for a long time, and we'll be able to demo it here. But it's new themes. So there's going to be it's not out. It's being rolled out, so it'll be available to you. It'll be probably Tuesday or Wednesday. Is that right, Dan?
Yeah, possibly tomorrow. We'll see.
So we can actually demo it right now. So there's two new themes. One is called Bubble, and the other one's called Block. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the Bubble theme, so you can see my banner change there, and it was pretty quick. But you notice that there's animations as well. So with banners and comments, they'll actually animate in along with the names as well. So if I'll go ahead and show a comment and then remove it, and you'll be able to see it. So we can see Marissa's comment here, so you can see how that new theme looks. And if I remove the comment, I got to remove the banner as well. You'll see our names pop in as well.
Those only animate in certain situations.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. If you switch back and forth between themes, you'll see it.
Okay, maybe I'll try. Actually, let me show another comment so people can see how it looks. So yeah, let us know your feedback. I think not too many people have actually seen the theme. So if you're a fan, if you're not a fan, let us know what you think of it. There you go. We got the animation going there. David says it's sharp. He likes it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Kateri's enjoying all the StreamYard videos. Thanks, Kateri. Marissa's a fan as well. Nice. Let's go ahead and I'll show the other one now, which is called the Block theme. So you can see it there. You saw the animation at the beginning there. I'll go ahead and show a banner as well. For the banner, I guess I'll make the other minor announcement, which is longer video clips. So video clips are now, instead of 5 minutes, they're 10 minutes and up to 200 megabytes in size. I know people have been wanting them to be longer for a while. I'm sure we'll still get requests for over 10 minutes, but at least this hopefully fixes the pain point for many of you. Let's see who else we have here.
Looking forward to both these. Yeah, it's nice to be able to spruce it up, right? The animation is quite a nice effect. It's such a subtle thing, but like we always say, it's kind of the little things that count.
Kathy says, how come you changed the link drops part? Do you understand that one, Dan?
No.
Maybe you could give us a bit more information, Kathy. I'm not 100% sure what feature or change you're referring to. Tanya Smith is loving the bubble. I think that's my favorite as well. I'll go ahead and change. Actually, I'll switch between the two so you guys can see the different. There's the banner animation. So when you switch between banners, you can see them slide in like that.
Cool.
And I'll go
very
back.
Professional look, this one.
Yeah,
yeah, this one goes better with our background, the bubble theme.
Marissa says, "Is that a font change too?" Yep, the fonts. There's different fonts with those themes as well.
You betcha.
Lots of votes for the bubble theme. Very cool.
Sweet.
No, nothing negative so far. Sounds like everyone's a fan. So yeah, thank you guys for all the feedback.
Cool. And obviously you don't have to use it if it's like, oh, I really like the current theme or the minimal theme you already have. Great. Just more options if you have kind of a unique looking show, especially because it is still affected by your brand color and everything. So when you combine those two, it's just a lot more options, a lot more flexible.
Paul says themes are good if you can use different features on top of your own overlays. I like the new name inlay design. Cool. Kirk's a fan of the 2-line comments. Awesome. All right, sounds like everyone's a fan. So thank you guys for that. If you guys have any other ideas for types of themes you've seen that you like, do let us know. We'd be happy to hear them.
Agreed.
Next, just quick mention was there was a Google outage on Monday that many of you were. You'd have to have been up pretty early to see the initial outage, but it did. There was some other occurrences due to like Gmail had some issues for a few days after it as well. But we just wanted to quickly mention it so you guys knew what was going on. But yeah, Monday, I think it was like 4 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. somewhere around that time. All of Google services actually went down. So YouTube, Drive, Gmail. And then there was a lingering effect with Gmail for a while, which caused some issues with people getting into their accounts with the login codes if they had a Gmail account. So we wanted to mention that. And then also with that in mind, ask about passwords. I know some people are a huge fan of the login codes. We certainly are. We don't like dealing with passwords, but if there's something crazy happens, like Gmail's not working, it definitely can be problematic. So we're just quickly curious to chat about that and see how many of you would use a password, if it would be a welcome addition to have the ability to add a password to your account, or if you'd never use it, you prefer the login code, or if you'd like both. Let us know your thoughts. We'd be curious to hear.
Cool. Yeah, that was crazy. That was the first time I've ever seen anyone's ever seen a full Google outage like that. If you looked at like the status page, Google basically has this page that says how all their services are doing. And yeah, it was crazy. YouTube down, Google Drive down, like every single thing on the list was down, except, and good on Google, everything except search. So search was rock solid. At least as far as I know, it never had any issues, which is, given like how much of the world relies on it, that was nice. But yeah, I think it was 45 minutes or an hour maybe. Everything was offline. Like you go to YouTube and it was just, I think if you were logged out, it was fine. But as soon as you logged in, like if you were logged into YouTube, it was just error page. Google Drive, it's an error page. Everything was down. Yeah, pretty crazy.
Lizzie says, Dan, when will you guys allow us to be able to schedule streaming on LinkedIn so we can email it out to our followers on different platforms? I guess it was specifically to you, Dan. So you want to answer that one?
All right. So that should be out now. So we released that 2 weeks ago. So you should be able to schedule to LinkedIn. So LinkedIn just added that, and we immediately integrated with it. So yeah, you should be able to, when you're creating a broadcast, schedule it to LinkedIn, and then you've got the link ahead of time, and you should be set. So give that a try. Obviously, if you don't have access to LinkedIn Live, then that would be a problem, but I'm guessing you've got access.
Yeah, absolutely. And we actually recently had Elena on, who's the senior product manager for live and video at LinkedIn. So she talked all about LinkedIn Live on the last town hall. So feel free to check that out if you're interested. But yeah, it works. It's great. It works just like the scheduling for the other platforms, and you can share that link out with your followers, whether it's an email list or on another platform, whatever you like.
Yeah, super excited for it. I think scheduling makes a ton of sense on LinkedIn.
Yep, sounds like James is using the feature. Thanks, James. Sounds like Master would prefer a password. Christopher says, I would say give the option to people to where they can do password activation or they can do the codes. Yeah, I think that's essentially what we'll land on, but just curious in general how many people are a fan of each.
Yeah, imagine for most people, it doesn't really matter, but probably a few strong opinions in both directions.
Lizzie's asking about the link and where the show will appear. Yeah, Lizzie, if Marissa hasn't already answered you, anyone who clicks that link will be taken to LinkedIn and basically see, does it have a countdown on LinkedIn?
No, I'm not sure. Should have asked Elena last week.
We should have, but it will show them something that gives the indication that it's a scheduled stream, and there is definitely a notify button. So you can click like the remind me, and you'll get your audience will get a notification when you actually go live. So yeah, the link will work beforehand.
And the link's also consistent. This is one of the things Elena mentioned last week, I think, or at least when we were chatting with her, she mentioned it's just like if you schedule it and then you get the link, you send out the link, 3 days ahead of time. That link will be the same link the whole time. Like, and YouTube's also like that, but Facebook's a bit tricky with things like that. So LinkedIn does a very good job. Like it's a consistent link, or it'll redirect you to the right place. So even if you send it out, 3 days ahead of time or like 7 days after the stream, it's all the correct link still.
Cool. People are more split on the password versus login codes than I thought. I thought just based on what I've seen in the group that people would be more pro password, but it sounds like we have a pretty even spread. Wesley says password would be nice for additional users. Yeah, that makes sense. It can get a bit annoying having to log in yourself and send out the code. So at some point, hopefully we can address that.
I'm a huge fan of these comments, by the way. This new look, especially with the background. We didn't plan that. It just fit really nicely.
Yeah, this should be our new theme for the town hall.
Sold.
Stefan says, I really like the login code way. Have enough passwords to last me 3 lifetimes. Yeah, I'm definitely sick of passwords. So I get it. Same with Patricia. So yeah, thank you guys for all the feedback. I think the likely thing will be, I think someone already mentioned it, that we give both options, but it is useful to see what you guys think.
Yeah, I'm definitely pro login code, but I certainly get it both ways.
David says the bubble theme would be nice if you link your social media links and social media link icons to share with guests. That's a cool idea, David, if I understand you correctly. I think maybe what you mean is instead of just having the name, the ability for people to put like their Twitter handle and other social handles. If that's what you mean, let me know. But I agree, that's a cool suggestion.
Sweet.
David says, when are the new themes available? So very soon. We're in the process of rolling them out, so you should have access. It'll either be Tuesday or Wednesday. Kirk says, any word on local video playback? Also some organization options in the brand section. So local video playback is in the works. It's coming very, very soon. Organization options in the brand section. I'd be curious, Kirk, for any insights you have on exactly what you'd like. I assume maybe part of what you mean is just like dragging and dropping overlays around and things like that. That's also in our plans. But if there's something else you had in mind, do let us know. One thing that might be, we should probably ask because we never talk about it, but it is a pretty useful feature that you could miss is that you can have multiple brands. I know some people probably miss that, but in the if you go to your brand section at the top there's a drop down, and you can actually create multiple. So if you have different shows that you do, you can create a brand for each show and manage. Basically, they're just folders essentially for your overlays and your videos and your logos. So it can be very useful.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that. A lot of people don't ever need it, but for people that do need it, it's great to have.
Another thing we wanted to mention that is unfortunately Periscope is going away. If you guys use Periscope, let us know. We'd be curious to hear about it. We don't have any official news on it or anything, but Twitter Live does exist. So Twitter has another live option outside of Periscope, and I assume that essentially the API stuff will turn into that. We'll see when we know for sure. We'll definitely let you guys know. But we're on top of it, and we know that Periscope is very important, just based on the number of customer support tickets and inbound we've received about it. People will definitely miss Periscope, so it's sad to see it go. But hopefully Twitter Live is even better, and we'll have an awesome integration with that.
Definitely. Yeah, we were chatting before the show just because Twitter was such a big thing. It's about 5 years ago now. It's just a very cool, exciting thing. So yeah, it is sad to see that. Or did I say Twitter? Periscope. Periscope was a very exciting 5 years ago. To see it going away is unfortunate, but it is cool that Twitter Live is a very real thing, and it's nice to have that all integrated into one platform. I know the confusion kind of between what is Periscope and versus what is Twitter Live, and are they the same? Are they not the same? It's always been a bit tricky. So hopefully, at least out of this, it'll kind of be a lot clearer now.
Yeah.
The Periscope platform itself will go away, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point that Twitter Live, I think, has always made more sense for it to just be part of Twitter. But yeah, I know people will definitely miss it. Sounds like Felicia recently discovered the brand manager feature and is a fan. Cool.
Sweet.
NLTMW says, what is the limit to number of brand folders? I'm not actually sure. I feel like it's maybe 15.
10, 20, 15. Yeah. If you run into it, let me know.
Yeah, we don't know the number at the top of our head and LTMW, but somewhere in the range of 10 to 20. And I think if you message support, I think they have a doc that says it. Tangerine says, yes, ability for multiple brands has been a lifesaver. Awesome. Glad to hear that. William says, I like the login code. I don't like when I need to have another person run my live stream and they need to have the email and you give them the code. Yep, definitely understood, William. And hopefully we'll have a solution for that makes that easier. Jennifer says, give them your email address, and when the passcode comes in, share that with them. They're now logged in as an admin. Oh, I think that was an answer to something else. One thing I have seen some people use somewhat effectively is just have like a forwarding rule for the login codes for people that do have they're like a company that has like a regular set of people using them. It's not the nicest solution, but it will work to just set up a forwarding rule for people. But again, it is on our list.
Yeah, at least it's physically possible. I agree that we'd like to make it much better. Yeah.
Belangston says, what's the difference between the basic and pro plans? So if you want a detailed drop down, Belangston, you can just go to StreamYard.com/pricing and we'll show you the full list there. But the main things are 1080p is on pro. There's longer recordings and more multi-streaming destinations. And I'm sure I'm missing something, so be sure to go to the pricing page. But
I think that's it.
Those are the big ones. 50 Shades says, I've never been able to stream without username in the streaming window. How to remove that like yours now? So yeah, if you just go to the brand section, 50 Shades, and scroll to the very bottom, there's a toggle to show or hide names.
Yeah. And also, actually, I think the reason ours is gone now, I could be wrong, but it's because we have a comment. So we'll also hide the names automatically whenever there's a comment or a banner. But yeah, you can also turn it off if you just permanently want it off.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention, we'll be doing, we missed it last time because we had Elena on from LinkedIn, but we'll be doing another giveaway at the end tonight. So if you'd like to win, it's a nicer sweater than this. This is the old one. But if you'd like to win actually, I think tonight we're doing the T-shirt. I'll show, tonight we'll be giving away a pillow and a T-shirt. So if you'd like to win one of those, stick around and we'll be giving away at the end.
Sweet.
Trime says, how about shortcut keys for banners, comments, brand pictures, videos? Yes, Trime, that's definitely been a popular request for a while, and it's something we're working on. Our team's growing too, right? So now we have more resources to work on these things, and that is on the list.
I'm really liking these comments. like this, I don't know. It's a nice. The animation's got a nice feel to it.
I think, yeah, it's even nicer when you're I'm enjoying actually clicking, sort of tuning on horns, but I do enjoy clicking through them. It's like, it feels more empowering when you actually see it slide in there. Cool. Pete says, still loving SY, but craving audio metering. Thanks for the feedback, Pete.
Right, so I'm guessing, Pete, I think you mentioned it before, but just want to confirm, you mean like next to the volume control, just showing what the audio level is? Let me know.
Melanie says, okay, I may have missed something, just joined, but I'm digging this new look for displayed comments. Yeah, Delaney or Melanie, if you missed it at the very beginning, we mentioned that there's new themes now. There's 2 new themes. We're displaying them right now. They'll be out Tuesday or Wednesday, but there'll be 2 new themes to choose from, and they have animations with them. So yeah, that'll be fun. Along with longer video clips if you missed that as well. You can now upload up to 10-minute clips. People are already familiar with the hashtag the yard entry policy.
I've got 37 entries in there. Draw so far.
We'll give another reminder at the end so you don't forget, but those will work as well. Adam says, video or animation for green screen coming soon. I don't have a date or anything for that, Adam, but appreciate the feedback there, and it is noted. Devontae says, hey, Devontae, I haven't seen you for a while. Nice to see you. Hi, all. Any word on co-producer control options? So you might already be familiar with it, Devontae, but you can actually have someone log into the same account with you and they have all the same controls you do. You obviously have to make sure you trust the person. But we're, like we mentioned earlier with the login code stuff, we are working on an easier way to facilitate that stuff. Another thing I just wanted to ask you guys is if you have any exciting holiday plans, since we're getting close to that time of year. So let us know if you have any fun streams planned or trips or whatever you're up to. Let us know. I'd be curious to hear it.
Yeah, cool. I guess this is our last stream before Christmas for anyone who celebrates Christmas.
Don says live from NY. Very cool. Wesley, any insight on why Firefox crops in video?
To try, I'm guessing you mean like it's 4:3. If you go to like 720p mode, so you just go to your camera settings, change it to 720p, should fix it if it's what I'm thinking it is. So Firefox just behaves a bit differently. So try that, 720p mode.
Rick says, can you run video during a live? If so, how do I learn? Yeah, Rick, absolutely. And there's lots of awesome resources out there for people doing tutorials on StreamYard. If you want the one from us, I think if you just type in, I think it's in the welcome email as well, but in case you can't find that, if you just type in StreamYard tutorial 2020, there'll be a YouTube video that pops up that walks through every part of the product. But yeah, you have a few options. The easiest one is to just upload it in the video clips section, and then you just click to play it. That's how we did the intro tonight. And then the other option is to screen share. You can just screen share a video. And if you have any trouble with that, be sure to reach out to our wonderful customer support team. They'd love to help you.
Cool. And the video clips section Geige is talking about, that's just in the brand tab on the right side of the studio.
We're getting so many hashtag the yards.
74 to be exact so far. Cool.
James says, speaking of browsers, when will Safari be supported on the desktop? So we're open to supporting it, James. It's mostly just a matter of Safari doesn't offer as many features as some of the other browsers when it comes to some of the video stuff. But we are open to it. It's a relatively easy thing for us to support. We just want to make sure that we set users up for the best possible experience. So if there's something important that isn't featured in a particular browser, we sort of want to, try to encourage them into using something that will have it. But Safari is getting better and better. So I don't have a date or anything, but it's certainly possible that we'll support it soon. David says, yes, I'll be doing my wrestling podcast Christmas edition to close out the session. That's awesome. I'll have to remember your name, David, and see if I can find it. That sounds awesome.
Sweet.
Lincoln says, for Christmas, doing live family member interviews to our family private FB group. That's a super cool use case. I never really thought of that, but yeah, that's an awesome idea. Maybe I should do that as well. I've got a family Facebook group that's older. That'd be fun to just randomly stream into it and do some interviews. That's a cool idea. Thanks for that.
Sweet. Yeah, there'll be all kinds of creative things like that going on just because, not many people are flying. You don't want to visit in groups. All kinds of cool live streaming use cases there, I'm sure.
Kirk says, what about the option to delay audio? Capture card / USB audio interface make this a common question. So depending on the device you're using, Kirk, like sometimes there's actually in the hardware itself the ability to add a delay. As of right now in StreamYard, we don't have an option to adjust the delay. We basically just listen to what the device is sending us as far as the timestamps for the audio and video. So yeah, don't have anything beyond that other than you most likely can also adjust it in the hardware itself. And if the hardware is also set up properly, you generally don't have to adjust it. I know that's one of the common things I see with the audio video delay is sometimes an audio source will be going directly through a computer and the camera will be going through a mixer or something. Whereas if you feed depending on the camera, you might be able to actually connect the audio to the same device as the camera and have things sync up that way. Kate says, I'd love the functionality to do live drawings like you do on this broadcast. Yeah, that's another common one, Kate. And hopefully, yes, we'd like to maybe make it available as something entirely separate that you can just use and maybe screen share during the streams, but we haven't gotten to it yet. Let's see what else we have here. I guess we are getting close to the end. So should we go ahead and do our raffle?
Of course, yeah.
And for anyone that didn't catch the keyword, if you just type in hashtag the yard, you'll be eligible to win the t-shirt and the pillow. I'll go ahead and show it one more time so you guys know what the draw is for. Dan's actually got the pillow in his background. But yeah, there it is, the StreamYard pillow and the StreamYard t-shirt. people are a pretty big fan of them. So that's been cool. I'll go ahead and share your screen, Dan.
Cool.
Give people a little bit of time to do the hashtag the yard entry. It's cool seeing how many come in.
A lot of people.
Don says, nice shirt. Thanks, Don.
I'm still waiting to see the first time we get somebody who's already won before win it. Just we're not filtering anyone out.
We did get it with Tristan hadn't already won before, but we had already sent them stuff, I think.
Right. It's a lot of entries. A few more seconds here.
Lots of hashtag the yards. Thanks for participating. This might be the most we've ever had. That's a lot of entries.
So. All right, ready to go?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
All right, everyone. So for a pillow and a t-shirt. The suspense.
Festus Workshop is the winner. Thank you so much for participating, Festus. Congrats on winning. Whatever platform you're watching from, just send a DM to Dana, and if you can't find Dana, just go to customer. Because we have to verify you're the winner. So Dana will reach out to you, Festus, and get you set up with the shirt and the pillow.
Cool.
Lots of congrats. Gabriel says, do you make an extra husky size t-shirt? I think we have, it goes relatively high. I can't remember if we have XLs or double XLs, Gabriel, but it does go pretty big. We actually have, the store is actually live. So if you don't feel like trying to win every week and you just want to get yourself a t-shirt, that is live now. Do we have the link on the website itself, Dan, or is it just, they just have to actually go to the link?
Let me check for you.
If either way, if you don't mind, Dana, if you could just share the link for people, that'd be great. I don't think I have it.
Yeah, so if you go to the StreamYard homepage, and you have to be logged out to the homepage, so you can go like incognito window to the homepage, and just at the very bottom, it's merchandise. Or is it just store.streamyard.com? Something like that? StreamYard.com. So.
Let's wait for Dana's comment.
I
don't want to say it wrong. It sounds like Felicia won. That's cool, Felicia. I'm curious where you won it from. Felicia won a year of StreamYard last year. It's been an epic gift. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Super happy to hear that.
Sweet.
Darren says, draw raffle, machine possible, Christmas present. Who knows?
Never know.
Thanks, Tristan. I appreciate that. Tristan shared the link there.
Cool. That's actually a hard link to remember, so I give myself credit for not remembering. I'm off the hook.
We're just about out of time here. I'll see if I can find one last question. Darren Lowe says, what about being able to do 2 cameras live at the same time in StreamYard? I need one for me and one to show my coin collection. So we'd like to make this easier, Darren, but for right now, one option you do have is the ability, the same way Dan has joined as a guest. What you could do is have, assuming the cameras are plugged into 2 different devices, just join from the other device as a guest and mute the mic, and that will allow you to do 2 camera angles. I've seen lots of people do it with mobile devices. They'll basically join on the mobile device as a guest. But that's on the list of things as well to make that easier. But you do have an option. So that is one way. The other one, if you're willing to invest in it, that I've seen work well is the ATEM Mini is basically a video mixer that you can connect external cameras into. And actually, it's like a physical switcher that you can click to switch between devices, and that just plugs into your computer. And then on StreamYard, you just have that one camera angle, but you can use the hardware device to switch between the 2 cameras. It actually works quite well.
And then I'll throw a third one at you. We're going to end it in a second. But a third option would be you open Chrome Incognito, so you have a separate Incognito tab. You go to the link as a guest, so invite yourself as a guest. Go into the studio, mute your mic, and then right-click on the tab and mute the tab. So it's like muted audio in and out. And now it's like a separate camera in your studio. Not super ideal, but for your purpose, if you just have 2 cameras and you want them both on screen at the same time, should work.
Awesome. This was episode number. Episodes are getting up there. It's weird to say that many digits, but this was episode 102 of the live StreamYard Live Town Hall. We hope you guys have an awesome, awesome holidays, and can't thank you enough for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time.
Sweet. Enjoy the holidays, everyone. See you next week.